Hello there, and welcome to the first episode of Brainstorm Horror. My name is Jewel, your host, and I wanted to make this channel to do my horror movie reviews on. I've been a horror fan since I was a kid, and I see a lot of my friends and other people making reviews and all this stuff, so I thought, what the hell, I'll try and join the family and give you guys my thoughts, my opinion on horror movies. Give you guys recommendations and all that kind of shit. You might know me from my music. If you don't, that's cool. I'll leave a link in the description or the comments if you want to check out my music. My name is Monk UFO. I make hip hop, I make occult music, I make metal, I make punk, I make a whole bunch of different stuff. Don't label me in one genre. I try to branch out into other genres. But anyways, today I wanted to talk to you guys about Halloween, the Halloween movies. I'm probably going to make reviews for the ones that I want to talk about. So yeah, let's start off with Halloween 1. Halloween, 1978, directed by John Carpenter, written by John Carpenter and Deborah Hill, I think that is correct. But yeah, great movie, one of the first slasher movies, of course not the first. This was made in 1978, so you still got, in 1974 there was Black Christmas and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. In the 60s there was Psycho and Peeping Tom. So I think this was the first slasher movie to become popular though, and that paved the way for new slasher movies, and spawned other slasher series, spawned rip-offs, spawned other holiday horror movies. So it's a 91-minute film. They made it in, I think, like 22 days, something like that. Very, very low budget. The music is great. The score by John Carpenter is, I don't think these movies would be the same without the music and the score and the thrill and the vibes that John Carpenter gives off with the score and the music in this film. John Carpenter is one of my favorite horror movie directors of all time. You know, I love The Thing, I love vampires, great movies. Prince of Darkness is also good, Serpent in the Rainbow. But this was his first horror movie, I think? No, I don't know. But it was like his most popular, of course. And so yeah, I love the opening scene where we hear these creepy ding, ding, ding. And we see the point of view of a killer stalking this couple at a house. And ultimately, this killer kills the girl. The guy ends up taking off, and he kills the girl. And then the killer walks outside, and then we find out that it's a 6-year-old boy who's the killer. Michael Myers just killed his sister Judith. Great opening scene, very creepy, very fucked up. I love it. One of the most famous scenes of all time. Love that opening. Great opening. I think there are some deleted scenes of like Michael as a kid or something in Smith's Grove Sanitarium. I think I remember watching it, but don't cite me on that. I think I actually, I don't know. There was I think a deleted scene with Dr. Loomis and a young Michael, or a Michael, like something to do with like the courts and Michael. I can't remember, but I love Laurie in this movie, Laurie Strode. I love Annie. I love the girls in this movie because they seem like all-American girls. Like I love what they're talking about. Like they're just talking about their lives, like normal everyday shit. Like they end up, Annie and Laurie end up getting high and listening to Blue Oyster Cult, and they're driving to go babysit. And, you know, they're just talking about, you know, prom and boys, and you start to feel for these characters. You start to feel like, oh, like these are real people. These are real people. So, I also love the scene where Michael, you know, is seen by Laurie and then he hides in the bush. And I actually took a photo that kind of looks like that scene, that road. I have a song called Leaves, and it kind of looks like that scene where that street that Michael's on when Laurie sees him and he disappears. Great scene. Sheriff Brackett scaring Laurie, great scene. I liked also the scene where Laurie goes up to her room. It's bright daylight, and she looks out the window, and there's, you know, the shape Michael Myers standing in her backyard, you know, in the sheets, a freak in the sheets, and very creepy. You know, it's daylight, and you look out your window, and there's a guy standing there in a white mask, and then all of a sudden we see Laurie's reaction, and then we see it goes back to the backyard, and then you just see like the leaves and like the trees move in the wind, and it makes it seem like he is the wind, he is the shape, he is this, he is the leaves, he is Sam Hain, he is Halloween, he is the shape. You know, I love this movie. It's awesome. You know, and then of course Michael escapes from Smith's Grove Sanitarium, heads to Haddonfield, kills I think a mechanic or something, takes his coveralls, and then heads back to Haddonfield, back to the house. And the house in the beginning of the film, his home, the Myers house. So from there on, he starts stalking Laurie, because Laurie shows up at the Myers house to drop off a key for her dad, because her dad is trying to sell the house because no one's lived in the house since the first murder in the beginning of the film. So yeah, I love, I think the kids did a great job in this movie. The actors Tommy and Lindsay did a great job being these kids, you know, thinking you have babysitters there to protect you, and then I know a fucking maniac shows up. Like, I would be scared too. So yeah, I love the stalking scenes in this movie. I love the scenes with Annie, Annie's death scene. I love the choking scenes in this film. Annie going cross-eyed. That's kind of a turn on. So, but yeah. What else do I gotta say? The final, you know, climax of Michael and Laurie being, you know, Laurie getting chased by Michael, and of course having to fight off Michael and defend herself, and you know, she has these kids to protect also, in very, very scary situation, and she was still a fighter. She still put up a fight against Michael, and Laurie Strode's one of my favorite characters. I like what they're doing with the new films. I wish, I don't know, I gotta see Halloween Kills. I haven't seen Halloween Kills. I still have to see Halloween Ends. I've seen Halloween 2018. I thought it was okay. I might review it, but yeah, you know, this movie had a great impact on the horror world, and it's greatly loved all over the world. It's a great horror movie. It deserves to be respected. It's a good horror movie. One of my favorites. But yeah, I think that's all I was gonna talk about for this one. What else is there? Is there anything else I missed? I love Dr. Loomis, Dr. Sam Loomis, Donald Pleasance. He does a great job as Dr. Loomis trying to find Michael, and of course at the end he shoots Michael, and of course Michael gets away, and spawned us not the new, but my favorite Halloween, Halloween 2, which is, I can't even see right now, Halloween 2, which I think I also have the collector's edition there somewhere, so maybe I'll show you guys that in the next video. Thank you for watching and supporting me. Hit that subscribe and like, and I will be discussing Halloween 2 in not Rob Zombies, but the original Halloween 2. And yeah, thank you for watching Brainstorm Horror. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.